For what it's worth, I've actually recorded this exact tutorial that I'm recording now before, but I got a lot of complaints for it because the person I was recording with was an idiot. So I'm re-recording
Wow,
it.
that sucks. I see.
No, it's okay.
So
He's,
who should I pick? Who do you want me to pick?
yeah, Cody Ultra Double. That's how we do this.
Fair
Um,
enough.
and we're just gonna literally run through all of Aura, or what the fuck I was thinking about Aura. All of Cody's attacks, like normal, special, supers.
We're playing third strike.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, if you didn't know, I'm a hard third strike junkie.
One sec, dude. One sec.
All right. Hey.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, cool. It's gonna be really short and simple, and hopefully not short. Treble the idiot was Derp Weasel. All right, so in terms of movement, Cody's forward walk is it's pretty good.
It's
His
pretty
back
good.
walk is terrible. It's
It's really bad.
he's one of the
Can't hold whip punishing
yeah.
spacing.
He actually has one of the biggest dissonance between walk speeds of any character in the game, which is very abnormal. And that's really problematic because in a lot of matchups, he'll be trying to walk forward and back while other characters are trying to walk forward and back, especially in high-level play. And they'll get closer and closer because Cody's back walk is so short, which is
He walks himself right into the corner, actually, when he needs to space himself. For, like, Oni, for example, when you want to whip punish, right? Oni
Yeah.
walks relatively fast forward, right?
Yeah.
But Cody's just walking back the entire time, and he has a step kick.
Yeah,
So it's just,
it seems like you'll get
yeah.
cornered really fast.
Exactly, you get cornered very easy.
Jump's good. I usually just start off with mobility. Mobility is really short. Backdash, it goes farther than it used to, but it goes not far enough. Considering he's very reliant on backdash, or not very, but you know, it's one of his.
Somewhat.
It's a defensive option, and Cody's defensive options all have major weaknesses. You wish it would be better. They increased the distance, but the duration is quite long.
I think his biggest problem with his backdash is it's not very airborne.
Yeah.
So what that means is if someone's right next to you and they jump not even looking for the backdash, they can get the full punish regardless.
Yeah.
Like they'll hit you with the good jump, heavy kick, you'll be backdashing.
And you'll
they
be
just
grounded,
get
no
full-
air reset. Yeah.
Exactly.
Every
no
other
air
character
reset.
doesn't get it as bad as that. The forward dash is
Exactly,
quite good
so-
though because it has a low profile, or
Really?
not actual low profile, but like he does shrink for it, and it's got very short duration. I see this all the time.
Yeah.
When I see like a setup, like certain setups where people try to do so and so thing, like if you quick stand that, Cody literally has enough time to get a forward dash in. Stuff like that
Yeah.
is you can just his wake up is really that can get you out of corners and stuff too. It's really bad because it's not invincible, but it's a speed that most other characters don't have, and you can use it to sneak under some things.
Yeah. It's kind of comparable to Iryu's, because like say if Ken is off in his timing, if you notice that Ken's off in his timing or whatever, you can dash right under it.
Yeah.
About half the time before he even jumps and like kick Tatsus or whatever.
And he has decent ability to catch someone. Like if he dashes pretty early, he has decent ability to catch someone jumping over him with like a close fierce or a close strong. Usually close fierce.
Yeah, I like to close medium punch is really good. Like if you're in the air, you jump over and I go under. You know, it can become kind of like a little 50-50. Big thing is his crouch medium kick.
Yeah, the low profile.
It's godlike.
All right, normals. The stand jab, and the crouch jab are the same frame advantage, right? The crouch jab can't be ducked, so that's a pretty nice thing about it. I think they're otherwise pretty much the same.
They're relatively comparable. I think the stand jab is actually off by maybe like a frame, but yeah.
It's a 4-frame. What?
Oh no, you go ahead.
It's a 4-frame jab, and I think it's +6. Yeah, 3-frame link into itself. And the frame advantage off of it.
+4.
Yeah. Frame advantage off of it is really good. And it pushes out. It's not that it pushes out not that far, it's just that it goes really far. And also his crouch short ends up going even farther, so Cody ends up having tied for the longest light normal strings of any character, which can really help his pressure.
3-frame. Yeah, it's 3-frame as well, which is really
yeah, 3-frame low short.
So, really abnormal. The stand light kick is actually pretty good as well. People don't use it, but say if you use it, if someone likes to press buttons like crouch medium kick, right, at this distance, and you hit a standing light kick, then you use gut punch, it's actually a good frame trap.
Yeah, really good frame trap, really good, easy to get a counter hit, and very low risk. That like there's no danger there.
Yeah, there's basically unless it's a Kuma, right?
Yeah.
Where they're just like waiting to sweep you.
Yeah.
So you'll understand pretty quick if someone's gonna stop you from doing this kind of thing. And if there is a problem, you could just do crouch medium punch instead. So
Close light kick. I never see anyone do it, but I know it's frame advantage. I know it actually has like decent frame advantage to it.
His crouch light kick is amazing for OSs.
Yeah, I've seen that actually. You do the stand light kick with towards roundhouse, right? Like you do crouch jab, stand short plus roundhouse, and then
yeah, you can do it. You can do it with any ruffian, and not only that, on some Tatsu setups you can use Ultra 2. But a big thing I like to do is I like to do the ruffian option select and then just go for a throw, you know. Or if they're a late techer, there's like a 7-frame gap, you know. I think it's 6-frame actually. Sorry, because it's +1 on block. I believe so anyway.
yeah.
Crouch fierce right after. That's if they're a late techer, you know, someone who like
Yeah, that's good.
it by half timing. So there's that.
And you've always got jabs if they're early.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's straight up combos, right? If you're precise. I think it might be 1 frame though.
It does. It's a true block string. Another thing that's great is on the light kick if they're a late techer. A lot of people like to tech after the second hit on block. I find, you know, it's kind of weird. Like they don't want to just get blown up right away on their wake up, you know, by a low, you know. So they'll start teching after that. So one thing you could do is stand light kick, forward medium punch, and you'll know right away because the stand light kick is a great way to set up whether or not they're pressing buttons because you'll get jabbed right out, you know. If they jab right out, they just jab right after or medium punch.
Yeah.
So
easy counter hits there.
Exactly.
Cody plays with frame advantage very well. That's one thing that that's one of Cody's strengths is a lot of his buttons have a lot of plus frames, even the ones that wouldn't normally on other characters. That's all his light normals. Stand strong. I almost never see anyone use far stand strong anyway. Maybe some kind of selective counter poke, but it's not common.
It's really just a counter poke. It counter hits a lot of stuff. I think there is actually something you can link in. I saw it recently. I don't remember what it is though. It's mainly it's a really far box. You know, like look.
Yeah.
Just how far it is.
90 damage too. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and it's active, right? So it'll stop things that come in, like say, I don't know, like any kind of special move or a long normal. You know, it's likely not to trade. So
yeah,
it's okay. I mean, I wouldn't really use it too much as a poke. His stand medium kick is actually pretty good if people don't use it.
Yeah, this can counter poke lows without too much trouble. I've seen that myself. I like playing Ryu against Cody. It's not reliable. It's not 100% reliable, but from certain ranges he can hit. You can hit
in the corner. It's kind of decent to sort of throw out.
But, hit crouch medium kicks and stuff.
You may as well use a stand jab though, most of the time.
That empty cancel. That shit is good.
Yeah, it's very good. You need to do it faster. I don't even do it right. I use the light kick.
I use light kick. Light kick is easier, but it's really good.
Yeah, it's active. Yeah, it's active. What's it called? Yeah, roundhouse is very good.
Yeah, hold on. We do this in an order.
Okay.
Close strong. It's the most frame advantage of any button Cody has by 1. That 1 actually makes quite a lot of difference. You can combo crouch fierce from it. It's 1 frame. It's the strongest basic link that Cody has. Counter hit made it super easy. That's the best thing about it is it's not too hard to get a counter hit close strong, and that makes it a lot easier. But you can get lots of damage out of that. If you're going for if you want to add 1 link to a combo, that's the link to do. It's like you have other ones too, but that's the highest damage one I think. Unfortunately, it's that one is if you drop the link, that one gets more damage immediately compared to close strong crouch fierce. But it's I think 6-frame startup. I think because it combos. It's 1 frame from crouch jab, which is useful but hard, and it's 1 frame from stand strong, which is also very useful. And that's like max. Yeah, that's like ideal combo from towards strong, stand strong, crouch fierce. But it's 2 1-frame links.
It's really, really great to set up frame traps. It's like one of the best buttons to set them up on.
Yeah.
So if you know they're not gonna backdash, you don't really want to use stand light kick, you know, because likely they're gonna be like matching jab, you know, or maybe I don't know, maybe they just be blocking. But anyway, so or they'll be attacking with crouch medium punch. Stand medium punch. You can I believe it's +4 on block.
Something like that.
Right. Yeah, and forward gut punch is about 8-frame startup.
7, I thought.
Yeah.
Is it 8 or 7?
Yeah.
If it's 8, I trust you.
Yeah, it's 8. But yeah. Anyway, so you do close strong and to forward gut punch. That's a 4-frame. Right. So anybody delaying a jab or anything.
Yeah. I've seen that. I've been subjected to that a lot. That's a really nice little string.
Yeah, it's a nice string. Another one, in case they are teching on time, is just jab.
Yeah.
Right after. But the main one, if someone's teching at like a understandable time to which you would grab, is crouch fierce.
Yeah.
Because it's like a 3-frame gap.
Yeah, not only a good combo,
Yeah.
but also a great frame trap. And
Exactly.
counter hit frame crouch fierce is super rewarding
EX
too.
rocks. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you can go right into EX rocks from it. And yeah, anyone with like a slow jab or anything, you want to do that kind of gap on, you know. So,
Yeah.
it's really good.
All right. So, it's any time where you get guaranteed frame advantage, like after like a cross up or something like that. There's no mix up to it, but with depending on your window, you can easily fish for counter hits against characters, especially with really poor reversal options. You can kind of really bully them with stuff like that. And especially between like crouch, especially between that and like towards strong, you can sneak a lot of pressure in.
Yeah, I like to after towards throwing a fierce, if they like to delay anything. Yeah, if you delay a button here after a jump in, roundhouse is very easy. If you just delay the fierce.
Yeah, I've seen that, and you can actually get a late connect fierce there too, because of the way that recoil happens.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Crouch strong is a 2-frame. It's 5 frames, I think. It's a 2-frame link from crouch jab. The one thing about it that's really good, it does quite a lot of damage. It's 60, and you can link into it from quite a few things. It's very easy after a stand strong. If you're like not very good with your links, you can do stand strong, crouch strong without too much trouble. I think that's 2 frames. And then also, if you're going from crouch jabs, no, it must be 3, right? Because you got an extra frame. It must be 3.
I believe it's a 3-frame. There's a 3-frame gap between the jab and the medium punch on block. So
that's good. That's a good amount.
Yeah.
But one thing it does is because it's a medium normal, it has quite a lot of hit stun compared to like crouch short. So crouch short is ideal to go into for combos purely because it doesn't do a whole lot of pushback, which means that you're going to get all the hits regardless of range for hard tornado, which actually ends up making it do more damage in a lot of combos. But the thing about crouch strong, I don't see that many Codys do this because they like ending in tornado, and I understand. But if you end in low strong, you get because you get more hit stun, you can time medium ruffian, which doesn't combo from light crouch short. So you get a hard knockdown off of that, which is nice.
Yeah, it's actually a button beginner Cody's, or anyone who has a trouble approaching someone. Say if someone turtle thought, you want to use crouch medium punch. It's the button you're usually going to OS off of too, because say Akuma with this double roundhouse, if you know he's going to and you just buffer, you will catch it. You will catch it if you time it correctly, regardless. Well. Yeah, see, so yeah, you'll catch any button that sticks out with it, and usually it won't miss like that. It was just
that was just hitting max range limb. And that's a little virtue of low short though. For what it's worth, is low short causes very little pushback, which makes it ideal in that kind of scenario. I got a negative edge there. But even if hitting a limb, low short will combo. Oh, trade.
Oh yeah, what's it called? I was going to say. Also, it's sort of a beginner practice for frame traps, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a sort of built-in little frame trap where it's just 1, 2, wait.
Yeah, yeah.
1, 2, wait, medium punch. And on a character like Dudley, if you're charging Zonk, you know, and say likes to jab between strings, you know, and buffer light machine gun blow or whatever, just jab, medium punch. And if that counter hit comes out, you just let go of the Zonk, because medium punch with counter hit links right into Zonk.
That's pretty good. So, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. So you could just jab, wait, and just light up her, you know.
I'll hit a slow button. Hit me with it. I want to see. Wow. Oh, I tried to fuck.
Oh, you got blocked when you do it.
Oh yeah, of course. Or else it's just combo. Oh, dude, I was expecting
that.
Zonk.
Yeah.
Oh. Fuck, hold on. Crouch strong. It's good in footsies too, right? Or it's not good, but like it has its purpose in footsies.
Oh, definitely. I'd say crouch strong and crouch fierce are probably the ones I use almost most. Most of all, what was I going to say about crouch strong? It's mostly really just a delay you want to use in frame traps. And it's your go-to button in close ranges like this. It reaches pretty damn far, so...
Yeah, it's deceptive. It's almost got like a phantom hitbox to it.
Oh, that's the big thing, though. Light upper you don't want to really always use as a cancel, because it won't always reach, or connect for that matter.
Yeah.
So you sort of have to take the unsafe option of medium or heavy upper.
Yeah.
Along with any buffer. It's a pain, but
yo, that buff to light upper is really fun to play around with. That move is really spammable against some characters. Hold on. We talked about stand forward. Close forward, actually, I thought this move was useless for a little while, but the one thing I know it does is if you have the knife, it's the strongest cancel you have.
Juggle, right?
So like it does 90 damage by itself, and then with like knife combos, you can do like well, I'll try stand fierce.
Juggle, right?
Yeah, and that ends up doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's a fuck ton.
That's 326 for just a meterless punish. That's higher than most of the cast. When I found out about that, I was like, this is not as bad as I thought it was. I didn't think it was ever bad. I just thought it like I thought it was outclassed.
But the other Cody players I would play actually did start to use it a little while ago, like maybe a year ago. I was really surprised. It's good for blowing up crouch tech, funny enough.
That's not bad. That's really useful.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to talk about the
crouch forward? Yeah. So this is probably the weirdest normal that Cody has. It's the least committal slide in the entire game. Of all the moves that have like low profile, moving across the screen, Cody's is the shortest and recovers the fastest. And there are some really interesting things it does. For one thing, because it low profiles, it's very difficult to hit coming in. A lot of attacks will just whiff on this. Maybe lows will hit it, but a lot of like just like mid-range attacks will just whiff on it. Anything that can be low profiled.
The biggest thing, honestly, for the crouch medium, well, one, you can beat people who don't know how to punish this.
Yeah.
You can literally just spam it, and they will get counter hit every time.
Well, it's not even really a punish, right? Because now it's only like -1 at like close, or -2 at close or something.
Focus, you know,
yeah, that's true.
You know, stuff like that.
But still, it's very good to force them to start doing things like focus or trying to counter hit it. It's just a very difficult move to punish.
I honestly use it to get out of mix-ups. One character that's really well noted is Rolento, right? So when he does his pull, you know,
yeah, you can low profile it.
I slide under, and I'll usually zonk right after.
That's good.
So I'll either slide after, I'll zonk, or I'll slide. I'll light kick to see if he's pressing a button, and if he's not, I'll just dash up, grab, or whatever, just to make sure.
I've noticed that crouch medium kick is the key in a lot of matchups. Like I've seen against like Adon, Jaguar kick is very difficult for Cody to deal with. But then if you either have zonk or crouch medium kick, if you see the Jaguar kick, you can do either on reaction, and both of them will just beat it clean.
Reset him.
And then
you'll either reset or you'll go under.
Yeah. And then I've seen against like Balrog, if he does like a dash punch from certain distances, even if it's EX, you can crouch medium kick and
wake up. Actually, if you do this on Balrog's wake up, except for focus and I believe Ultra, if you just
the only reversal he has that actually beats or hits lows, I should say, is EX headbutt and the EX headbutt. Oh, I wasn't even gonna say that.
I spaced it. Right. He can do the EX low dash and hit you. But,
EX headbutt just whiffs. I know that.
Yeah,
literally doesn't even connect it.
Do it like from right here, it'll whiff every time.
And that's a big punish.
Oh, it's gigantic. I like to honestly, I've beaten Balrogs just doing that on every wake up, just to be a jerk.
It's a really good normal against Balrog anyway. It's very hard for him to deal with particularly.
Yeah, because if he's charging a punch or whatever, and midway you just do this, it's just kind of he doesn't have an answer unless he's going low. Another matchup, I know you can do it against Rufus too on his EX Messiah. It just space a little. I use it on camis quite a bit. Because you know the general string camis will do, right?
What, which one?
Jab, medium punch, or whatever.
Yeah.
They might add a button and just spiral arrow, dive kick. And I'll usually just...
like if they do a jump dive kick, the slide, make the dive kick whiff, and then you get like the back throw or whatever.
Dive, yeah, and I'll just like later, I'll just go right under, jab.
That's pretty good. I don't know how many people know about this, but there's actually a little bit of shenanigans with that. Do a jump in roundhouse on me. It does anti-air, but it's not a true anti-air because it's just I'm doing it kind of early. It's just a trip guard.
Yeah, it depends how late they press the button, I believe.
I'm actually getting the anti-air connect.
Yeah, you're getting it pretty strong.
I'm
Cody is so OP.
This is okay. That's the hit I was looking for. I'm surprised it took that long though. I don't normally see it like actually hit people out of the air. Yeah, the grounded one. If you do this, I'm surprised Cody's getting hit by it. If you do this on a lot of characters. I guess Cody's not one of them. They'll land. They won't get hit by it midair, and then they'll land into it, and they can block it if they empty jump. But if they don't empty jump, they have the landing recovery, and the crouch medium kick hits it, and of course the jump in whiffs because the low profile. But the thing about it is it gets a deep crouch medium kick, and the thing about that deep crouch medium kick is you can actually link a low forward out of it, or a low short out of it on reaction.
Light kick, yeah.
Yeah, and then you can get like the little 3-hit crouch crouch forward, crouch short, medium ruffian,
Mm-hmm.
or criminal upper.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Yeah, you can
actually
cast off the light kick into pretty much any special moves.
you,
So.
you get quite a lot of damage out of that for an anti-air.
Well, for a little thing like that, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and you could always go into like a setup if you use like EX slide or something. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. There's something else I want to say about it, but I forget what. Whatever. Stand
It
Fierce,
goes
I
under
guess.
fireballs.
Yeah, it goes under
Yeah, stand
fireballs.
fierce.
Stand
Shit.
Fierce, the far Stand Fierce I see sometimes. I see Cody's try to hit like Zangief spinning with his lariat with that. I don't know if that's good. Actually, that might be better. But I see Cody's try to counter poke with it. It does have an anti-air property. Not that it's not good, but it's good situationally in situations where the other anti-airs aren't very good, like against
Mm-hmm.
certain dive kicks. You can pick up with that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
Cody really suffers versus dive kicks, so it's
or
very important.
jury when you counter as
Yeah.
well. When she counters and goes in the air.
That's a
Yeah.
nice little normal.
Mm-hmm.
And the Close Fierce has a lot of frame advantage. I think it's +6, I think. So you have a lot of time to play around with it. It's very slow,
Mm-hmm.
but after a jump in, it's very easy to sneak it in, especially even to get a frame trap. You can just delay it even a little bit, and it'll give
Mm-hmm.
the opponent time to do something. But even after it, you get frame traps because, again, it's plus. It has almost no pushback, so the threat of a throw is. I was actually way too fast. The threat of a throw is
Mm-hmm.
still present immediately after it, and people need to respond to that with a tech or something. And
Yeah.
you've got lots of options after that because it's so frame
It's
advantage.
it's still +1 too. So that's really good. I don't know. That's really good for a fierce.
Yeah,
And what was
damage
I
isn't
going
all
to
that. I
say?
think it's only. Oh no, it's 100. Never mind. It's quite good.
Yeah, yeah, it's really good. His honestly, I can go on and on about his stand fierce. One sec. Startup is 8 frames, right? So, one thing I like to do is whenever you think, say, for a reset or anything. Let's see.
Oh yeah, the meaty stand
You
fierce.
go.
I see that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, meaty stand fierce is an amazing tool. Most of all, late techers after a level 2 focus. If they're a late techer and Stan medium punch is hitting them every time, you know,
Yeah.
maybe you should try fierce, you know. And another thing, let's see. After the Stan fierce, you can jab.
Yeah.
Usually, you'll get a jab out, light kick, doesn't matter. Most of all, I would take it easy and just block most of the time, if it's not a counter hit, to see what they do.
Yeah.
Because if you do a stand fierce block and they DP, well, you know, okay, I'm not going to go for any more mix-ups after that, you know. But if he sits there and he blocks after you fierce, next time just grab him after the fierce.
Yeah. The reset potential with grabs with Cody is quite high because of the low pushback on all his normals.
Yeah, most of all, a character that you know doesn't have great reversal options is going to be the one to crouch tech, right? So
Yeah.
if you're like right at this range and they crouch and they're waiting, just dash up. If you have to sort of know their crouch tech timing. That's from jabbing. But anyway, dash up fierce is really great for that.
I've seen that. I've had that pulled on me.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
I usually see it at the end of like block strings. It's kind of sneaky, but it's also like you are risking getting hit by empty cancel or something like that. Just a poke could hit you.
Yeah. You might want to yeah.
Crouch Fierce.
Yeah, stand fierce is great. Fierce,
It's faster than
70.
Stand Fierce. It has a lot less frame advantage. It's very
Meg
easy.
1, startup 7. Yeah.
All right.
Meg 1 on block, sorry.
That's nowhere near Stand Fierce. It is
Yeah.
like it's very. That's like I see a lot of Cody's when they're doing short combos. I see like that's just the bread and butter is Crouch Fierce into like Fierce Tornado. It's very, very simple 260 damage combo. If you want to add a link, you'd probably just do Stand Strongs first, unless your execution wasn't godlike, and then you'd probably do like Stand Fierce, Crouch Strong.
Yeah, what... Sorry, go ahead.
No, dude, whatever you were gonna say.
Okay. Well, anyway, for example, if you know someone's like mashing jab or something.
Yes, if they're fiends with the teching.
1-2. Yeah, 1-2.
Oh,
So,
I did
or
it
they
too.
delay it. If they delay it. Okay, go. You do it.
Oh. Oh.
Go ahead.
That's a good trade anyway. Can Cody combo trades? Oh shit.
He can ultra through trades.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Even without, I did the max damage setup, but like, I don't know, maybe not max damage, but I did the super rewarding risky setup. Not risky, but risky for bar.
If anyone's teching for like medium punch or they just delay it a little, yeah, that would be a great one.
Yeah.
Most people, if you just jab and then grab, by the time you stop the second jab, you're like, oh, he's gonna grab me. Then they'll start. You
Yeah.
know? So that's why it's good as well for that kind of thing. A lot of people like the reaction tech, you know. Crouch fierce, of course, this is risky, right? But if you're about this range, and you walk right here, and you see a jab, you know that's the time to use. This is a spacing to use crouch fierce against
Yeah.
these people. Most of all, it's a good fishing tool. So like, say you use stand light kick on their wake up, you OS it with roughing kick. Well, they don't backdash. Well, stand light kick, walk back, crouch fierce.
Yeah,
You
the
only miss
shimmy.
one.
That's not
Yeah, you
bad.
just shimmy. And you can catch the stand tech. So they're like, yeah, so they're watching for the grab each time, right? They're like, oh, crap, I got grab by the stand light kick, tick throw.
Yeah.
And you're like, no. Then they stand tech, you know? So it's like, and then they just get crouch fierce.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, another one, by the way, if you jab and delay,
Yeah.
if you get a counter hit off the jab, you can cancel right into, combo right into crouch fierce.
You can? Oh, yeah, huh, you can.
+4. So counter hit is +3, right? And it links right into it.
Hmm.
Yeah, big thing with crouch fierce, any character that has sort of a lingering normal or special move, say like Oni step kick,
Yeah.
you know, you can catch that with crouch fierce.
Yeah.
Really well.
Yeah. It's got really good empty cancel to it as well. Cody's full of those,
It's
actually.
got an amazing, yeah. One, you don't want to use heavy ruffian.
Yeah.
Because if they're outside of the range of the crouch fierce, you know, and it's their normal that brings them in, the ruffian will miss.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But
light works though.
Yeah, but
Light's pretty good.
light works though. Yeah, light will work. But even T-Hawk's little condor, what is it? The condor spire. It's the forward dash one.
Yeah. Counter
Yeah,
fire.
you can catch it pretty much every time.
That's quite good. What about like a DJ knee shot? Is that good there?
What?
A DJ knee shot, the jump down kick, light kick, the dive kick, DJ's dive kick.
It might be if it's spaced right. If it's spaced right, I would do it.
I usually do a really weird anti-air for that normal. I usually use like a crouch fierce. I know
I try
Cody's
not to
crouch
use it
fierce
because-
is sorry.
No, I was gonna say I try not to use it for anti-airs just because it's like upper back box is like pretty much.
Yeah, I know it's got a big counter hit box, but for dive
Yeah,
kicks
you
that's
could
not
jump
not as
right
big an issue.
behind me. Yeah.
Let's see here.
Tech with it as well against Ibuki.
Yeah.
You can tech with it, and any overhead pressure is pretty much stopped immediately. But you'll have to stop that as soon as they
Recognize.
what's it called,
Oh.
Yeah, as soon as they recognize and tighten up their shit. So.
Stairman House, really good anti-air. It's very slow. It gets far jumps better than his other anti-airs do. It has, I think, the most range of his conventional anti-airs. The damage is quite high. It's 110. It does remove. It's not truly invincible, but it removes. I got a weird connect there. Removes his upper body hurt box, which means it doesn't. It tends to avoid trading if timed right. I've never even seen it trade until I just got traded right now.
It's really slow though.
Yeah, it's very slow. It's a lot slower than those other anti-airs.
Yeah, it's like 10 frames, I think. So that's almost like that's 4 frames off of Kuma's Ultra too.
Yeah.
But the stand roundhouse really good against grapplers.
Yeah, I've noticed that. It's very difficult for them to approach because it hits their forward walk very easily, and they can't duck to get around it.
They're expecting like rocks, and they expect you to bait the jump, and then you're just like, nope, you can't walk forward, sorry, and they will literally just walk right into it.
Yeah.
So, also another one is any character that sort of is trying to walk you down. I've used it against any character really, just to sort of stop them.
Yeah, it's like a slower, more rewarding stand forward.
Yeah, if you know they're not going to jump, it's sort of the option to go to, unless you're going to crouch medium kick buffer.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Crouch roundhouse. I don't see a lot of Codys use this. I know it's quite fast. You can link it from his stand strong. It's kind of a cute combo. I don't really see people ever do that, but it's neat that you can. It's got decent range, but like it seems like most of the times when you would use it, it's kind of outclassed. I mean, you can option select with it, I guess.
It's alright. It's actually got good range. That's the one thing.
Yeah, it does. It does go quite far.
On characters that sort of have high mobility, and they're not just gonna toss a low move, like say not against Akuma, but say against Oni, for example. He doesn't have far range lows,
Yeah.
Except for a sweep. That's a character I would use to sweep against. Cause
Yeah.
look at that range.
It's quite good. That's really impressive,
really
actually.
good. Yeah.
Pushing
like,
limit right
people
there.
don't use it, and it's really good. As long as you don't think they're gonna focus, it's kind of the option to go to.
And it must be safe from those ranges too. I don't think it's even. It's not very minus anyway. I think it's only like -6 or something. I think. I don't know actually.
Crouch heavy kick. I don't know actually. I don't know.
I know
I just looked at the frame data. It's marked out.
Oh well.
That's funny.
Let's see here. That's the regular normals, command normals. Cody's got a few. The towards strong we already pretty much talked about. It's +6. It advances, and very few attacks in this game will advance you and have frame advantage. That's a very rare thing. Normally, the way that this game works is that you can have frame advantage or you can have advancement, but you can't have both. And there's some normals like Dudley's towards forward and Cody's towards strong. That move you in, and it's granted it can be counter hit, but the startup is pretty fast, and he can artificially extend his strings by throwing these in. I see Cody players here and there just doing stuff like stuff like that, and it just keeps him in a lot more than other characters get to stay in. Unfortunately, his walk speed works against him there.
Yeah, see, the thing is about the towards strong, that's a normal you're going to want to use. Say, like, a lot of Cody, they sort of destroy their own pressure if they light up or, so like block.
Yeah, I've noticed that myself. That's an observation of mine, is that
So
you can anytime, you should really only ever do those, like, I feel like Cody should just do normals until they see, like, a confirm. Yeah. I see that all the time, and I've my own opinion.
Like, what do you want to do? Do you want to toss out normals and get hit, even though you're? Do you want to risk getting hit when you're the one at advantage, or do you want to get hit? I mean, do you want to hit them on block and go -4 with a light upper, or just reset the situation after the light upper? Because after the light upper, you both are left pretty much at the same. You guys are pretty much at the same advantage. You just start all over.
Yeah.
And you have to start over your pressure. They could hit a light. It's garbage. So the toward is really any move you want to. It's a move you want to do when people react to normals.
And it's
because people crouch like due to the normals they see, and forward medium punch is great for that.
It's also very easy to combo out of. That's worth mentioning. Is you ever actually get a successful one if you're just hitting crouch jab, which you might do anyway. It's really easy to react to those connects and just get a full combo going.
Yeah, it's +6, so you have plenty of time.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh my God, make it stop. Let's see here. Towards roundhouse, I guess, the crack kick. This move is kind of weird. It advances him, it causes knockdown, it's like 110 damage. The knockdown it causes is it's JP1 state, it's juggle state, you can combo various things on it. Unfortunately, Cody, you can meterless juggle with towards strong, which oddly enough has juggle potential. I see Cody's do that sometimes, because on some characters you can do like I messed it up. Like a towards jump fierce there, and then like a cross up. I don't know which characters that works on. And I don't know, it's just good for the reset potential. The reset potential is quite high. And then on some characters you can do towards roundhouse. That works on everyone in midair, but it only works on some characters, I think, on the ground. And that does good damage meterless. I think his max damage meterless is medium ruffian, right? And that's difficulty depends on character. It's usually like 1 or 2 frames.
Well, you can go to Ultra 1 off of it.
Yeah, that's character specific too, right? But it's super rewarding.
Yeah, it's really well. If you know they're gonna backdash, it's really the option.
Yeah, the backdash it always works. That's actually really good. Is you can option select with the towards roundhouse, and the rewards are staggering.
Yeah. What's it called? You can off a deep fierce combo.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, Duran actually just told me that like last night.
Shit, dude.
It's just kind of funny.
Oh,
so
and
you can do the. Let's see. Did that combo? I think it did.
I don't know. I didn't try to block.
Okay, let's try this.
Should be 1 hit less. That was 8.
No, I can't. Nope. Try and block, yeah.
Oh, it got me.
And I messed it up, of course.
This is quite precise. There's a lot of this in third strike. There's very little of this in this game. There you go. What's the damage? Do you have damage on?
No.
Oh, well. Doesn't matter, honestly. Yeah, I'll do it.
But yeah.
Oh, shit. It's okay. I didn't even combo. Literally, don't you think? You have higher damage combos than this, so it's not super important. There you go. I got it. 374. Quite high. Quite high. Yeah, his neutral jump fierce does a lot of damage. But I've noticed that off a focus backdash, it's usually the best option you have. Like if you're doing fishing with a focus backdash, you can't approach and get like a ground and connect because his walk speed's too slow. Like almost no character can do that. No, I think no character can do that. But so your options are limited to just single hit attacks or like lows. stuff like that. And when you look at all of Cody's options there, conventionally the best one is walk forward towards roundhouse into maybe medium ruffian or something like that, depending on how much meter you want to burn, how much reward you want. Unfortunately, you use up a lot of juggle potential there, so even though I think it actually works to do that, you can't get an ultra afterwards. That'd be really cool if you could do that.
Yeah. What I was gonna say was, funny enough, Cody, he works different with meter though. Like if you see Cody lose like 2 bars of meter simultaneously, well, he's not like Ryu, for example, where you look at his meter and he's like, oh, he's wasting all that meter. Literally, the best way to use meter with Cody is just off his juggle potential, right? So if he wastes a bar, it's really not that big a deal, because his trades are where he uses his meter most of the time in the first place. You know, where he adds that EX up or anything like that.
Your bar is really pretty much devoted to that stuff. Yeah.
Exactly, that's what it's for. So don't be so scared to use your meter, unless you're saving up super, for example, or you're sure you're going to be tossing out EX Zonk, you know?
Yeah.
And you need it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty risky with the EX Zonk.
EX Zonk is a really good move, honestly. It's really good at some things. It's very slow. It's frustratingly slow.
It can be OS'd on Wake Up or whatever. For example, but you would have to use usually a physical property ultra, like reuse Ultra 2, for example. Things like that to catch it, just because it's so slow. Like it's invincible for I think like 14 frames.
It's quite a lot. But, I noticed it interacts really favorably with other reversals, but we'll talk about it when we get to like special moves. Let me think here. Hold on. There was something else about this. You can juggle into it from. Hold on. What's that? Oh yeah, it has juggle potential. So if you do like if you have like a combo, I fucked that up. If you combo like that, conventionally you'll go towards roundhouse into EX criminal upper. You might not do it from that exact like setup. But anytime Cody gets a juggle, that's like a very common ender. And you can do that from a couple things. I think you can actually do that into EX in the corner. Maybe even some hits mid-screen.
Ultra 2 and EX upper. Yeah.
That's decent.
It's hard to do into Ultra 2, but it works. So you need a little more damage. You can do 2 if someone misses a DP, like a Ken, for example. 2.
Yeah.
You can do it against Seth, and that does whole ton of damage, meterless. Just 2 into a medium ruffian.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage. It works on Elena too, for example. So.
That's quite good. What other command normals does he have? I know he's got a bunch.
He's got the overhead.
Yeah, the overhead. Hold on, let me look at the whole list right fast. Oh god, fake bad stone. Pick up knife. Stomach blow, crack kick, jaw crusher. That's the one I was forgetting. So we got the overhead and the back strong. So the overhead, it's kind of weird. It's one of the highest damage overheads in the game. I think only Hugo Stand Fierce is stronger, like of normal overheads. It has 2 hits, so it crushes armor, focus stacks rather. Unfortunately, there's some wonkiness with its frame advantage. It's normally +3, so with a plink, oh, look at it. That actually gets you a guaranteed counter hit too, so you can easily get a low short there. Very rewarding. You can actually get a low strong link if you plink it and you get like the nice connect. I missed it. I dropped the plink. I got the combo, but I missed the plink. But it's that's actually you wouldn't do it on reaction to a focus, but if you ever see it destroying a focus, it's super rewarding.
Yeah, if you know someone's gonna be tossing out focus usually, and they're crouching, it's kind of a good safe option.
The range is enormous on it. It goes so far. It's
really amazing, honestly. Yeah, it keeps you safe for the most part. Like you might be like negged by like I forget exactly how many frames, but it keeps you in safe range. So
yeah. I think it's like -2 or something, -3. I forget. I know it's +3 on hit though, so you can link out of it into low short, but there's a bit of stupidity there. I think it loses frame advantage if it hits a crouching opponent, which is what an overhead is designed to do. So if you're like just down blocking, I think it's only like +2 instead of +3. So low short just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's funny. It's a lot of times. Go ahead.
No, it's just the situation where you would be able to get that link reliably. Like the only situation what's really, I mean, obviously you can react between the 2 hits whether the opponent's standing or crouching, but the big situations where you're going to be landing that normal, there's no follow up out of it. But that's kind of fair because comboing out of an overhead is really powerful.
Ryu actually has the same thing.
Yeah,
A lot
Ryu.
of overheads are weird, where they can combo after the overhead if the opponent's standing. I guess it's a plus because it's like, why should you be able to? Why is anybody getting hit by an overhead when they're standing? First of all, I guess that's the logic. Ryu can combo into a super from it. So
Yeah, I've seen that one. And actually uppercuts on some characters. And Evil Ryu has it as well. Evil Ryu is -4. I mean +4 on his uppercut, on his overhead. Anyway, that move, there's not a whole lot to say about this move. It's just sneaking an overhead if your opponent likes down back and hates crouch decking.
Yeah, if you make them afraid, of pressing buttons against you, that's a great
way to remind them to hit buttons. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a great move. It's just like, hey, wake up, please hit crouch short again, please do it.
Yeah.
You know.
I want my frame traps. Back strong is I like to think of it as his best anti-air. It's not the most damaging. It's the fastest. It's super reliable. It loses the entire upper body hurt box when you do it. It looks like it has terrible range, and that's kind of true. It doesn't go as far as Down Roundhouse does. It doesn't even go as close to as far. So, like, if someone's from like this far out and they're doing like an empty jump in, they can maybe bait you to hit it. So from that range, you would be hitting Stand Roundhouse ideally, or whatever other reversal. Maybe you want to do that.
Yeah, Ruffian.
Hard Ruffian, super reliable.
It's just Roundhouse super slow. Ruffian is for those further ranges. Back medium punch, anything from about this range.
Yeah, it'll catch. It's super good as an anti cross up. Like a lot of jumps that would be cross ups, he can just stuff. A lot of jumps that are just like regular from the front, he can just stuff. The damage isn't super high and there's no combo potential, but the reliability is insane, and it is very fast compared to his other anti-air options, which means you have a lot of potential to do it when you wouldn't be able to do the others.
And it lets you control the corner too. So if they go to the corner, and you're just sort of like right here.
I'm trying to jump out. Yeah, you can just stuff me back in there and maybe throw an overhead in or like a frame trap towards strong something.
Yeah.
I like that one. That's like a fun one. Is you get the anti-air connect and then they like fly back and then you get the meaty overhead going. That's that's a classic of mine.
Yeah, it is. It is a classic because people. It's funny. Most people wait for that. Like, oh crap. And but it catches people who focus whenever they stop.
Yeah, dude. A lot of people focus on reset. That's not a bad option either.
That's where like really crazy ones happen. Where if they're gonna focus when they land, just like crouch fierce and the EX upper.
Ooh, that's very rewarding.
Yeah, it's a ton of damage. Or I wait though. I want to see if they're a kind of person who DPs on reset. Because if you can make them not DP on reset, then you can have games. It's like dash up fierce, crouch fierce.
Yeah. Like and if they're DPing on wake up, then you're already winning on some front as long as you're baiting it.
Yeah.
That's like the best possible scenario.
Yeah, you don't lose anything.
if you get the reset and you hang back and then they just completely hang themselves, that's an ultra.
Well, yeah, one thing I was going to say, let's see, the back medium punch comes out deceptively fast, too. So, like, in those sort of scramble situations, that's the normal to use.
Yeah.
To get someone off you. Like, at this distance, it's like a Ryu jab, crouch medium kick, and then they'll jump.
Yeah, I've seen that. I do that.
Do that kind of thing. And then it's just like, nope.
Yeah.
Like, see ya.
Unfortunately, it's because it's a normal anti-air in the active period, although okay, isn't good.
Yeah, it's not perfect. That's for sure.
It loses to dive kick. So characters like Seth, who have like a jump in hard kick or like a jump in down hard kick, dive kick, if you time that back strong, you can hit one or the other, but not both. And so
you literally have to react.
Yeah. Cody has a hard time with those. You have a really long active period and hard ruffian kick that you can use, and that's really good on some characters, but even then, like...
well, Seth is a high jumping character, right? So this is where Seth would not want to jump, right here. This is like the worst.
You'd be able to see that animation.
That means his dive kick, whatever. If he jumps from, like, this range, though, he goes right over the ruffian. And there's not a lot of characters that do that, right?
Yeah.
So imagine trying to control a corner, and it's like, well, I want to stay here, right? And it's like, if you're just a second too late with that ruffian, well, now he's going to be in back strong range,
Yeah.
But if you stay here, this is the range you want to anti your Seth. So it's like, okay, what are you going to do, And it's like his sonic boom is so slow, you could just react and jump over, get a full combo.
That's, quite rewarding.
Yeah, and if he jumps off the wall, you can ruffian. And if he jumps forward, he can ruffian. There's so much you could do against Seth. But Yun is one, it's a very unrewarding move against Yun. Because all you can do is sort of react to his neutral jumps, and you really only want to use stand roundhouse against Yun, because let me tell you, I'm going to tell you now as a spoiler, the ruffian isn't going to reach him
Ah,
about 75% of the time.
yeah.
It's super active, but the box just doesn't go out. So if you're at this range and you react, you're like, nope.
Hard to catch a
He's
neutral jump.
grounded. Yeah, but if you're Yun, it's going to miss. So you'll have to dash up as a read. It's stupid, but it
Yes,
works.
that's a hard
That's what
read you have to
closes
make
the
though.
distance. Exactly. That's the distance you close between fighting an upper tier character. So yeah.
Yeah. I didn't
I use
mention
boxing
this.
against
Hold on.
against him.
This is pretty important. I forgot it, but he has a car throw off a stand medium kick, and I think he has a car throw off a stand hard kick too. And they're about the same. I think there's some. There's one reason to use one and not the other, but I forget what it is. I think it's like some command overlap nonsense or something. You can't do a forward throw with the stand roundhouse car throw because you're carring off of the ruffian, or crack kick, which has no Kara. But they are decent Karas. Remember when he was airborne for the entire animation in Alpha? Did you ever play Alpha?
No, I never played Alpha.
No, I mean like not Alpha Street Fighter, by the way, but like Alpha Ultra, before Ultra was released. Yeah, from frame 1 to like the end, he was airborne, so you could use it as like you could just go airborne immediately with it. It was super easy to spam. It's very hard to counter hit.
I remember a Cody player actually telling me about that, and he was hoping it would stay like that. And I was like, I hope so too. That would be
it
awesome.
was really good. They removed it.
Cause he was so he's pretty grounded at the end frames too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He's grounded in the beginning, so you can just grab him. And he's grounded at the end. So if you wait for him and you know it's coming, with a character like Iryu or Akuma, you just jab him to stand fierce.
Yeah.
And go straight into a combo. So it's not online. There's so many gimmicks with it. Like in the beginning, I remember I started and I was like, later.
Oh, dude, I do that.
To get in, just to get in.
I've seen that. EX.
Yeah.
That's like the classic Cody mix-up is whiff it into throw or whiff it into EX song. That's a good mix-up too. It's just like if they react, they can punish it before you even get to the mix-up.
I think it's a good way to find out if they press buttons like reactionary to moves they can't punish, right?
Yeah.
So just wait and block. To me, I don't know if we're going into the whole mindset of Cody yet, so I'll wait for later before I go into that.
Okay. Let's talk about air normals. You got ninja jump normals are different from the forward jump normals. Ninja jump normals are, for the most part, forgettable. Stand forward or jump forward goes the farthest, I think, and makes it the best as a reaction anti-air against some characters. Ninja jump fierce does the most damage of actually all of his jump normals. So if you have a situation where you get a full jumping combo like a dizzy, that would be your starter. And it also causes a slam on airborne connect, which makes it pretty rewarding for an air-to-air. But also, it doesn't go as far as you might want it to. Jump forward goes farther. But this is like the one. Yeah. This is the most rewarding one to land because you get the knockdown and the most damage.
Yeah, you assume it's a really dominant anti-air. Not anti-air, sorry, air-to-air.
Yeah.
What's it called? Even to battle ground normals. Funny thing, any anti-air normal actually most of the time will beat it out anyway. Unfortunately.
Yeah. To be expected.
One thing to keep in mind. Yeah. So if you're at like this range with Jury, I just had it happen yesterday.
Low strongs or something.
Yeah, exactly. They will beat you out.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you're going for a full damage combo and you use neutral jump heavy punch, there's a lot of satisfaction seeing their head go down to the ground.
Yes.
So, you know.
Forward jump jab, or backward jump jab actually. This move has a little bit of a notability to it. It's mostly useless, and most characters don't even use their jump jabs. But Cody's jump jab actually has an instant air hitbox. And none of his other normals do. I think maybe you can do jump roundhouse on tall characters, but definitely jump jab works on everyone if they're standing.
You can use jump roundhouse on the way in.
Yeah, and jump jab on the way out.
Yeah,
it's a combo on a lot of characters. Yeah. It's quite useful though, and you can use that to. It's not super risky, and it is an overhead. So in a fuzzy guard scenario, you can actually sneak in like that jump back jab. Jump strong. I never see anyone do it. It's really good in cross Tekken. This isn't cross Tekken.
It's supposed to be good. I never use it, so I can't tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. It might be a better normal use because let me tell you, Cody's air-to-airs, they're lacking in the sense of, well, first of all, his jump heavy kick.
It's really low.
Way too slow.
Yeah, they're very.
Way too slow.
Yeah.
Medium kick is okay, but one thing where they all fail is they have lower end hitboxes.
Yeah, so you can just whiff right under the opponent's body as you're jumping.
You will whiff under the opponent about half the time when they're hitting you and reacting twice as slow.
So jump strong might be really good there.
Yeah, jump strong might be better than what I do. I just jump jab.
Yeah, that's the fastest.
It's
Very
literally
reliable.
the safest option you can go for in an air. If you notice you're getting beat out, and you usually do, just go for the strong or the jab, just because they're faster.
Yeah.
You know, it's really the best. Because you don't want to go under them, and then they're just like,
They get a full jump roundhouse or something on you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, oh, I could have killed him, and then you're both on the ground right here.
Yeah.
You know, and he has the DP and you don't.
For what it's worth, the jump jab. Jabs and shorts are stronger mid-air than they usually are on the ground. That's 50 damage and not like 40 or 30, so it's really not. You're not sacrificing that much.
Yeah.
Jump short, I never see ever. Probably not that good. Jump medium kick is a pretty deep cross-up.
Yeah.
Pretty reliable, does decent damage. It's very common for Codys to use this as a pressure tool.
There's one thing of note actually about the jump jab. As kick throw setups.
Yeah, it causes the least hit stun of any of his jump normals.
Like, just try and tech this. Like,
yeah, that's cheap.
After.
That's cheap.
Yeah, those are the gimmicks. So, like, I like to know when people are stand teching, and most people stand tech that, right? So
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Very rewarding.
All that damage.
No one doesn't stand tech there. They have to be taught not to. That's like the natural inclination of everyone. So that's going to work really well, like, almost regardless of your opponent.
And then it's like, stand strong right after.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So those are his games.
Yeah. Jump fierce is the highest damage of all his forward jump normals. So if you're going to start a combo with it, if you got like a forward jump punish, like I don't know, jumping over an ultra or something, that would be your starter. Jump roundhouse only does 90. Roundhouse comes out a lot faster, and it's got a smaller hurt box compared to a lot of jumping normals.
Is it more active? I believe it is.
I think it's more active too, yeah. And it's just jump fierce is kind of picky sometimes. It doesn't always work, I've noticed. It's got a really weird hitbox to it.
It actually saves in some setups to escape DP.
Oh yeah.
Sort of go right over, you know, that crossed up. But and also it's in certain characters if you use it against them, it's tricky to block, right? So it's like, you'll cross through certain characters like Gen or Sagat, and you just dash back, time it with the jab, jump forward fierce. It'll cross up on Sagat, and it'll look like it's gonna on like say Goken, but it won't.
Yeah,
you know?
very tricky.
So, yeah, so it's super tricky. I like to use it in times like that because they'll be like, oh, the elbow, you know, and it landed in the front, you see. So
yeah, very good for an ambiguous cross-up setup.
Yeah. Cross up with the heavy kick as well.
Yeah, it's also very specific to jump. Special moves, I guess. We're going through this kind of slow, so I kind of want to pick it up. I guess Fireball. Cody's Fireball is pretty unique. They swapped it. Most Fireballs have decent startup, decent startup and bad recovery. Cody's Fireball has great recovery and terrible startup, and the terrible startup is a worse thing to have. It's a different Fireball. It's not definitively worse, but a lot of characters have things that they can just punish it on reaction, and unfortunately, that's where the fake throw comes in.
Rocks actually get punished, but yeah, I hate when I like toss fake rocks and I just get a full jumping combo, and I'm like, oh great.
Yeah.
What is the purpose?
Yeah.
But it's really good to bait wake up.
Yeah, a lot of people. The thing about Cody's regular rock is that you can forward jump on reaction to it, which sucks for Cody. But if you forward jump on reaction to it, you can. If he does fake rocks, you can back strong it. Yeah. Super rewarding. Good to bait with.
Thing to mention. I was actually just told Florian, Bafael about this. So basically, he was telling me about the rocks and how they're super cancelable, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you do that on someone's wake up and they do like Ultra 1, for example, or any physical property Ultra, which will catch any projectile Ultra, you can cancel right into Super, and it's invincible for 19 frames.
Oh shit, that's pretty good.
So that means it'll pass through most Ultras, like Cammy's Ultra 1, and it'll just punish her.
That's pretty good.
Wake up Ultras. But it's on the startup of the rock, so it's right there, like right when it's flying. So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But you got enough time to react to a Ultra Freeze easily.
Well, yeah, so you hold the rocks, and you don't even have to do it as a time setup. So you just hold the rocks, and when they're getting up, bam.
Yeah.
You cancel right into Super.
Yeah. So all right, weird things about the rocks. One, that late Super cancel window. One thing I've actually found you can do, and this might sound weird, but you can throw the rock and then just buffer a Super, like every single time, if you're fighting like Ryu. And if Ryu throws a Fireball as you throw the rocks, you can, cancel to Super. And I've had decent success with that. But there's another thing you can actually do with it, is if you throw rocks as someone throws a Fireball, like a normal Fireball, Cody can actually do a medium ruffian there because he recovers a lot faster than the opponent does.
That.
Oh yeah, it's really good actually. I discovered that pretty recently. But because he recovers so fast compared to other characters, I mean, obviously he has to not throw the fireball at the same time. He has to already be throwing the fireball, and then Ryu has to throw one. Because
at the startup screen, you'll actually get beat by a fireball if you throw rocks at the same time, which is a startup is horrible.
Yeah.
I don't think many other characters have that problem.
No, it's just Cody.
But
it's not Dan anyway.
Yeah, you can use it with a light ruffian too if you block.
Yeah. You can get a little block string there, and that can space it, make it very difficult to punish. You get a very late connect.
Most of all, people don't use it in the corner, which is really funny. So like, if you just fake rocks in the corner, you know, or you actually throw them in the corner, and people are like, okay, what the hell is this guy doing? It just sort of adds a whole other element to the game.
All right, so because of the weirdness of rocks, the way that the recovery works, because it's so short, you can actually combo out of the I usually see they have more frame advantage the lower the version, but the range, you lose the range, and they all do the same damage. So like you can do, I think that works. It might be tight, but I'm pretty sure that's a combo. That was a combo.
Yep.
But you can link out of it, and actually, like if you block like a hard DP and you want to do like a meterless punish, that's not a bad way to go. But you can do better. But EX Rocks notably is very good too. Yeah, I think that should work. EX Rocks is notably very rewarding to start your punish combos. Like you can do that after a level 3 focus, or you can just do it after
only level 3.
Yeah, only level 3. Or you can do it after your opponent's like unsafe attacks. Like if like Ryu does a like I don't know what is if Seth uppercuts and he doesn't have metered FADC, you can just like EX Rocks into Crouch Fierce into something like that, and that ends up doing a lot of damage for a 1-bar combo.
It is a lot of startup though. It's about 24.
Yeah, you need a big punish window.
Yeah, but sometimes it's better as opposed to like a focus, for example, or a neutral jump heavy punch. So like if you're going for a big combo, it's usually just I can't even get. It's kind of laggy, but but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot of extra damage. So there's counter hit combos.
Yes. Stand Fierce and Crouch Fierce both combo into EX Rocks. Super useful.
Probably, his most damaging combo has to do with EX Rocks and Ultra 1. So if you do Stand Fierce, EX Rocks, you can do Crouch Fierce, then Zonk, then FADC into Ultra 1.
Shit, that's good.
And when you do that, it does like 678 damage, I think, in total. So that just tells you EX Rocks is really a great damage opener in general.
Yeah.
And just to sort of demotivate the person you're versing because they have to sit there for the whole animation and the combo after. So, yeah.
Let's see here. Let's say is there anything else about rocks? Pretty much covered it. EX Rocks breaks armor too. Pretty much all his special moves are multi-hit.
I just like the fake rocks. I think the biggest tip any Cody wants to do is really, say like in a grappler matchup, is constantly throw rocks.
Yeah, rocks are really good. Oh yeah, the delay. I didn't mention that. Super important. Is you can actually delay rocks, and it doesn't seem like it'd be super useful. It doesn't. Actually, I think it does increase damage, doesn't it? The longer you hold them, the more damage they do.
Oh yeah, the charge does, and I don't know about the advantage, but I know the charge.
Yeah, it definitely increases damage.
And you can use it for an air trade.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
I'm really bad at those.
Yeah, I've used it myself. The hitbox, Cody's hurtbox is bad, and he will usually eat hits if the opponent's jumping in. But if you charge rocks, and then your opponent jumps on reaction because they're that kind of player, and then you wait, you can actually get juggles out of it, and it's not even that hard. There you go.
Yeah, and that's just godlike damage right there for an anti-air.
Yeah, so you could do a lot worse.
That's Ultra combo double. So
yeah.
Imagine Ultra 1 raw. The thing is, yeah, the juggles are really great with it. I like to throw the delays out against any grapplers. So basically, when you verse a grappler or something, you just want to throw as many rocks as they don't think you're gonna, and then fake rocks.
Yeah.
And see if they jump.
Watch for jump-ins. Exactly. Very difficult for like Geef to deal with.
Yeah. And I think fake rocks, by the way, any Cody who's really terrible at using rocks, at least use the fake rocks on their wake up, on any character's wake up.
Yes, that's quite good.
They'll wake up Ultra more times than you can imagine at any range. So
very easy bait, yeah.
Rocks. And just do it before their wake up, and they'll be like, holy crap, Ultra. the other way. I've won so many times off.
Honestly, like I would fall for that. I can tell you right now. I turn DP motion
yeah.
every wake up, and I wouldn't see that as a move that would be safe to reversal, but it could be. All right, let's criminal upper. It's usually just used as a damage ender. It does have a little bit of juggle potential, although that's usually not a factor. EX has good juggle potential and is often used to end combos.
You can use it in OS too.
Yeah.
Dashes.
It's mostly that it gets it's a really common ender to his combos. Is you'll do like so and so, and then you'll just end with criminal upper.
A lot of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it combos even from the absolute max range. Like if I'm doing something like that, even though I did like another jab, it would still get the connect for the fierce one. And the light one is the light one is quite safe. It's only -4, and you can make it you can space it so like very few characters can punish it, almost none. Maybe like Ryu Super could punish it, but like you can get away with it on like most of the cast.
Yeah, it's basically not even punishable. The thing is, I most of the time don't even use light. I only use light a lot of the time for fishing, right?
Yeah.
I'll just buffer it, you know, because you don't want to throw a heavy out and then not be able to connect or something, and then you hit them on block. Because the medium and heavy at a certain range are ultrable.
Yeah.
So so block for a sec. It's like the box pretty much ends right about like the first hit of the box. There you go. So this is the range you don't want to hit a medium.
Yeah.
I think it's like if you miss the first hit of a medium in a combo or a heavy and you hit them on block, they can ultra you.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that frame advantage or disadvantage starts on the first hit. And if you miss that first hit with any of the criminal uppers, you can get punished fully, you know?
Yeah.
So you don't want to do that.
Oh, it's worth noting that you can FADC it too, but only on that initial hit. And that initial hit will have more range depending on which version you do. So that can be useful to extend combos. It can be useful to actually combo out of lows, which is something Cody has a hard time doing. It can be useful to... you can get like red focus combos off of it. Cody doesn't get a whole lot out of that, but it is notable. If you're picking raw Ultra 2, then it's one of your only setups, so you should be ready for it.
Yep. Let me tell you, if someone stand techs, by the way, and say you throw them, right? You know they're going to stand tech. Well, stand tech.
Oh
shit, I couldn't get you. But if you do a meaty on their wake up, for example, if I can even do it, see.
Oh yeah, yeah, very rewarding.
Yeah, I've done that plenty of times. Most people like to escape after like a 3-hit block string. So say you stand after like 2 hits, you know.
Yeah.
You can just combo.
And that gives you enough time to react, actually, doesn't it? Because you've got the the 2 hits to see it.
Yeah, so you just want to do it from far away, or if you know they're standing.
Yeah. Oh, and for what it's worth, this is very minor, but the lower the version, the more damage the first hit does. So it's 80 for the light one, 60 for the heavy one, and I guess 70 between. So if you're going to do a red focus combo or just any focus combo, you might as well do the light one. Well, it depends on the range. It all depends on the range. Don't do one that'll whiff. It really sucks to have the first hit not hit.
Well, that's the thing, right? So you're only going to do the light if it's like surely a punish combo.
Yeah.
If it's from like this range, you know.
Yeah.
You don't usually want to do the FADC criminal upper. This is a big tip, by the way. You don't have to combo it. You can start frame traps from it. So it's like block real quick. So it's like.
Yeah.
You could do stuff like that. People who crouch tech religiously or jab religiously, that'll blow them up.
Yeah, it's going to eat heavy damage. Oh, for what it's worth, the FADC is unfortunately only +4, which means that Cody can get a not incredibly hard link into low short, but doing any better than that is quite difficult. Like if you want the dash, the crouch jab, that's 1 frame unplinkable, so you've got to select plink or just have really good timing. Nice. That's a lot of tight links. Crouch jab stands strong too. You could link Ultra 2 after that as well. Yeah. I joked about that recently. I made like a video where it's like theoretically, yeah, Cody could do like that as reversal and then do the whole string into Ultra 2.
I did the whole Doomsday combo, FADC, crouch jab, stand into Ultra 2. It's hard, kind of impractical. The thing is, you only want to do the criminal upper FADC combos if you know someone crouch techs religiously, like a Dudley character, or you're going for the stun and you know you're going to get it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or for the finish, you know. So if it's against Akumo, do it, you know. But
yeah, EX changed quite a lot with Ultra. This is actually kind of a big deal. Is the initial hit? It's kind of weird. It's invincible until after the initial hit connects. It is throwable. It's fully throwable. You can just throw punish it. But in terms of reversals, it's very important because it's faster than EX Zonk. So like certain characters can do like pressure on Cody and then still block the Zonk in time, but they won't necessarily be able to block this.
It's trying to strike your reversal.
Yeah.
Much. Yeah.
It does anti-air. I don't see it used that often as such.
It's okay.
But it is a trade anti-air and it's a pretty good one. Like you can at certain heights, it's not hard to get the full thing, but at certain heights, if they hit the if they hit you as you hit them on the first hit, or even not on the first hit, you can reaction ultra one. So it's already pretty good at working. And then like if you actually get the trade, you get a reaction ultra out of it.
I have actually a lot of problems with this reversal, in the sense that it's good defensively, you know.
Yeah.
I think we're not new to the idea of being able to be grabbed while doing a reversal. It's just more so the fact of if someone jumps in on you, it's supposed to be used as an anti-air, but if someone jump light kicks, like say a Buki, if a Buki ever jumps in on you, never use criminal up or EX, never do it. Or if somebody crosses you up, or they're even close to crossing you up because it moves you forward slightly,
Yeah.
very slightly, it's the most terrible option you can think of. So I would just stick to your anti-airs. Don't even do it unless they're far. You know?
Yeah, very far. It works very well.
Exactly, and secondly, I would use it as a focus breaker, because you can pretty much just tap any button right into it.
Yeah.
Just destroy a focus attack.
Yeah, very common. If you see a focusing opponent, just sneak that in.
Yeah. You can also beat on DeCapre's any kind of ball ultra. You know, you can mess it up.
Yeah.
Take a lot of hits off of it with it. But, yeah.
I feel like there's something else it did or didn't do, but I forget. It does. Oh, it juggles. That's something. It's that actually does like decent damage, I guess. I dropped it.
Oh, it juggles a lot, yeah.
But of course, we were showing it after the crack gun combos, and it does quite a lot of damage there.
Yeah, character specifics. Let's see. After a fears.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That one's good.
And then you
yeah, sneaky.
Too. So you can go to ultra.
Yeah, you get a lot of damage after that. You get, even if they block it, you get a shit ton of frame advantage. And then you get huge conversions if it actually hits.
Yeah. It's like a guaranteed stun if you get the mix-up, so.
Yeah. Let's see here. If you have... Actually, let's just move on to a special move, or a different special move. What do we got? Roughing kick, I guess?
Yeah.
That's, all three versions of roughing kick are quite different. Like, really different. The light one is not super fast. It hits low. It's a hard knockdown. It does decent damage. Medium actually does 10 more, I think. But this is like you can space it to make it safe, so it's like it's good as like the pressure one. The other two basically can't be safe unless you FADC the hard one, I guess. But you see that a lot, and what else do you see it for? Slide 1-4. You don't really see this one as much as the other two.
The light, not so much.
Yeah.
It's only used for combos and setups. He has a lot of fake hop kick setups with it, but and normal hop kick setups with it. Thing is, the light I don't use so much. The EX I do use.
Yeah.
For under projectiles. I don't really use the light unless it's like a chip thing, you know.
Yeah.
So that's really it.
The EX takes the form of the light. I think it actually takes the form of any of the three, depending on which. If you're Omega Cody, I should say. If you're Omega Cody, I think.
Omega. Yeah.
But if you're it copies the light one in normal mode, and the range is good. It's unsafe. I think even if you space it well, it's still a little minus, like still like -5. It's a lot harder to make safe than the light one is.
For the most part.
Yeah.
That's just me.
It's good as a fireball punish, but unfortunately the fireball invincibility is not as long as you would want it to be. You have to do it kind of early, like really early.
You have to do it really early. So if Ryu tosses one fireball, and then he tosses another one, he'll hit you before you could EX slide. So before he starts his fireball pressure is pretty much when you want to EX slide.
Yeah.
You can react to it, but you can't do it from here. You know.
Yeah.
You do more so.
You gotta. It's more of a past half screen tool, unfortunately.
Yeah, which makes it tough. If you do happen to get it off a juggle, you can juggle into EX up or any other juggle really. And oh yeah, I believe you can. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And it's good for OSs, because if there's an airborne backdash, well, that means you can do your juggles just like before.
Yeah.
If it's in the corner, you can go for the EX upper. If they land in the corner, sorry, or you can go for the hard one, which is an Ultra 2. So.
Medium, I guess. Medium has 1 juggle potential and does the highest single hit damage of any of his attacks. If you don't want to burn bar, it is your optimal ender in juggles. It does go. It starts up the fast. No, I don't think it's actually the fastest. I think hard's the fastest. Actually, maybe this one's the fastest. It's got great.
Hard is the
fastest. All right.
You're right. Yeah.
It has the. Whoa, that's sad, Cody.
Airborne for the first couple frames.
Yeah.
So if you block.
And then do like a reversal one.
But well, if it's just if you're a grappler or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's the option select against Adon. It's not an option select, but if Adon step kicks and you do a reversal, light ruffian actually, but they all have airborne. I don't know if they all have airborne, but definitely light medium do. And if he does tornado throw right then, it won't hit because you're airborne. Kind of a little sneaky thing. Yeah. If you ever block a step kick and do a reversal, you can beat his throw without taking. It's still a huge risk. Don't get me wrong. But like,
it's a gigantic risk. Yeah, it's just if you have no meter,
Yeah.
And you don't want to take and they're gonna do something against a Geef. That's kind of the thing you do just for the last bit of damage.
Yeah.
But it's honestly it's a special move you're gonna want to use to buffer.
Yeah. Super good OS tool.
Medium punch, with no risk really.
Yeah.
So,
Hit me with that wake up. Hit me with that wake up backdash. Super easy to option select, even if you're bad at option selecting.
Exactly. And stand light kick doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Very easy. Yeah. So.
Hard is kind of the weird one. It anti-airs, but it's not invincible. It just has a nice hitbox. Does 100 damage, which is dramatically lower than the other two. And then it has it breaks focus. They all break focus, and they it causes a juggle state, which means you can do stuff like I already showed it off, I think. I actually meant to do ultra.
As well.
I went under you. I did a double quarter circle forward. Cody, man, I hate shit like that. Bonk.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, for people, if you know someone's neutral jump in the corner, by the way.
Yeah.
And you're just about this range, sorry, like right here. If they like the focus too.
Yeah, you can get the far connect and then get like bonus follow-ups after it.
You'll beat the neutral jump or the focus. So if you verse a Goken, by the way, that's a great option.
Yeah, and also because it's an armor breaker, if Goken does his EX demon flip into parry, it just beats it anyway. Guile has the same thing with his flash kick. It's really useful.
Yeah, exactly. It's he'll actually hit a lot of people standing with it. Yeah, you'll hit a lot of people standing. It's really the anti-air you're gonna want to use for about this range.
It's definitely the most rewarding anti-air of all of them because you can often get if you get a deep connect with it, you have follow-ups available. Hit me with that neutral jump real fast. If you get like a really late one, you can do often a medium one. I was kind of far away.
Oh yeah.
You can often do. You can even do an ultra in some scenarios. An ultra one. That might be too low. Yeah. It's not. It's riskless to attempt. That's the thing that's really good about it, but it does quite good damage.
Really, really good. Because if somebody jumps in, they're like, okay, I'm not gonna die. He has no meter.
Yeah.
And they get an extra like 100 damage. So
yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, the round's over now. So I use it all the time in the corner. But yeah, if someone likes to empty jump, it's the kind of thing you want to use.
Yeah, to
always
hit it.
Them. Yeah, but you never want to really use it close. Unless someone's demon flipping or something.
Alright, we already talked about the X1. What's now? Zonk is the remaining special move. Zonk is kind of complicated, so it's like a charge move, but it's a button charge move. There's 3 different versions. There's no clear transition. He does not shout his number like Balrog does. It's just purely about how long you've held the button. There's no strengths of the... Besides the how long you've held the button, there's no strengths. It doesn't matter if you do light, medium, or hard.
1, 2.
Yeah. The hard one, I think medium now, medium and hard both got buffed a lot because
they did.
I think what is it? They still get hit by lows, I think, right? But they're immune to throws.
Immune to grabs.
Yeah, and then the fully charged one, which takes about like it's like something like 10 seconds. It's not long. I mean, it's kind of long.
It takes about time.
It's like 8 seconds.
FADC.
Yeah, and it gets the juggle state.
You can FADC into Ultra 1.
Yeah, this does a lot of damage considering the amount of meter you're using. It's very common for Cody players. That's a very underutilized tool right now. And it's not hard to land a Zonk, but Zonk again is like Crouch Medium Kick in that it's a very good reaction tool against some characters because it breaks armor as well. It has quite a lot of invincibility. So like if you're fighting certain characters, I've seen when I play Vega against Cody, who knows the matchup. What I often see is I'll be like walking back and forth and I'll hit stand medium kick, and then he'll like zonk right then and go right through the stand medium kick. It doesn't go through lows, but it's a decent anti poke. It's it's it catches backdashes. It's a really good reaction attack against some moves, like a Balrog dash punch. It just beats any dash punch. If you do like a 8-on Jaguar kick, it beats any 8-on Jaguar kick. It just catches a lot of stuff, and it's not super risky. It is punishable. It's like -7, and it's very difficult to make safe with spacing. But it's not as bad as you would think it is. And one thing about it that's really nice is if you're holding one, it increases the damage of combos by a lot. But I think it only cancels from hard normals or like close strong. It doesn't combo from a lot of his normals.
Well, there's crouch strong and counter hit as well, but that's hard to react to unless it's frame trap. So, one thing, it's just really useful in the footsie game. So if you verse any character who doesn't have great low game, you know, like say Oni for example or whatever.
Yeah.
Or someone who's not sweeping. You can shut down their entire neutral game.
And what's really good about that is because it's so slow, it gives the opponent a lot of time to commit to a button before it hits, and it is invincible till after it hits. Right. And the EX one, I see that a lot. Is what I see is Cody players. They just hold the zonk and then they just wander in until they're in max poke range, and then they just
sort of have to press a button.
Yeah, and then you whack him in the face.
It's a great option against say like Dhalsim or anything like that.
Yes.
For example, Dhalsim. That's where Cody really destroys Dhalsim up close because he doesn't have to spend any meter. But what's it called for like zonk? You know.
Yeah.
But a good one. Of course, the Zonk is probably better in this situation. But if you focus level 2, Zonk. And
yeah, I've seen that.
Well, they stand tech, they get hit. Yeah. So if you want to go into EX Zonk, I don't mind.
Oh, for one other thing, it's kind of hard to find the charge time, but it is kind of a neat little skill. If you do combos into if you do juggles, Zonk is technically your strongest damage ender, not counting like metered enders. It's your strongest damage meterless ender. So, if your Zonk holding skills are pretty good, that is the best way to end combos. But like holding Zonk is a skill that you develop as a Cody player.
Yeah, if you can do it within counter hits, you're pretty much a beast. So.
What Zonk do you usually hold? Does it matter to you? I usually hold Fierce because I like back strong a lot and I like jabs a lot. I like throwing.
That's the thing. I originally started with Fierce. I use Light now.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing. Yeah, the reason I use Light is, first of all, I'm going to be fighting the neutral game, right?
Yeah.
So the buttons I want are Crouch, Medium Punch, Crouch, Medium Kick to escape mix-ups, and then Crouch, Fierce to fish, right?
Yeah.
Lastly, if I'm going to be up close, why am I going to need attack if I can zonk?
That's true. That's a good point.
And if I see a focus, I'm not going to be jabbing. I'm just going to be zonking. That's another reason it's amazing. So if you're fighting and they ever focus, it's just like later. You break armor, do a good portion of damage, too.
Yeah.
So.
EX Zonk actually has full body invincibility, unlike the other versions. You can't counter hit it with lows, and it has longer invincibility. The invincibility lasts for quite a while. It's invincible across like both hits, I think, and it interacts really favorably with other reversals. Like if you are fighting a Ryu and he does medium uppercut as you do EX Zonk, like if you both try and do it at the same time.
I do it literally whenever I can. Yeah.
If he does his medium uppercut, it goes through you. There's no interaction, but Cody recovers really fast compared to like uppercut characters.
It's a great way. It's another option to see if they're uppercutting heavy or crouch teching or stand teching.
Yeah.
It's the option to go to if they only stand tech and DP. You can literally do it on every option until they start blocking.
That's quite good.
You can ultra after the medium punch DP. You can ultra after their fierce punch DP.
Yeah.
It's just a full punish every time.
It floats a lot higher than his level 3 Zonk too. It's more like his hard ruffian FADC. You get a lot of time to combo out of it. You can do FADC ultra quite easily.
It's way easier. In the corner, you can juggle into EX upper.
Yeah, even towards my house EX upper.
Ultra too.
Yeah.
So if you ever clutch, you know,
yeah,
level 2 focus, block, whatever, then
yeah.
If it hits on, you know, so there's
yeah. Let's see here. It is Cody's best attempt at a reversal of all of his options. It is the best. It's the most well-rounded. Yeah.
So,
it's unthrowable too, unlike his EX tornado. So if someone's going for like the meaty throw or something like that, you can pull that out on them.
One thing to note with the EX upper, by the way, you can sort of tech with it. So.
Yeah, I've seen that actually.
Yeah, you can tech with it. If you text EX upper, you're taking a risk if they block, you know. But if you know they're going for a tick throw, EX zonk though, if you're charging it defensively, and you know they like the tick throw, jab jab, and they walk towards you, let go zonk.
Yeah.
And you'll hit their tick throw, which is funny. And if you mix it within your frame traps, it becomes really deadly. Because say you jab and you throw each time.
Yeah, you pull out jab and hit zonk.
Now you jab zonk.
Yeah, and it gives you, it doesn't matter if you're an early techer or a late techer, it hits both because it's so slow.
Yeah, the only thing is, if someone is actually smart and they know the Cody matchup, they'll only crouch tech once. You know?
Yeah.
They'll crouch tech once. And, of course, that's just another mind game. So, yeah, the game gets more and more stupid. Like, I versed a Cody for, like, a straight year. What he would do on my wake-up was he would, like, dash up, and then I think he's going to zonk. And, like, after 2 full seconds...
God.
he'd zonk after, like, 4 seconds.
It gets stupid when you... I've noticed that whenever you...
Like, walk.
Whenever you play someone for a long time, the match gets dumber and dumber as you get to know each other better and better. As the players start fighting the players instead of the character.
Yeah, that's where it's... Yeah.
Alright, we'll say we're done with Zong. I feel like there's a little bit more to be said, but I forget it.
Yeah, you can, whenever there's a 50-50,
yeah,
basically,
super
good.
Good.
Use it. When you know if someone's going to ultra, that's a great one. I think focuses are the best thing, though.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing, if someone has pressure and they have a long-going move like Kenzie X Tatsu, you're left with the 50-50 of the grab or the DP, right?
Yeah.
Unless you toss the lights, let goes on. And it's like, okay, well now he loses his reset, you know? And, yeah.
It's a very good mix-up up close that Cody always has hiding in the back as long as he's got at least one bar anyway. Super. It's not super useful. You can combo it quite easily from... that's a really common one in like punish combos. So you can use it in punishes without too much trouble. I think that works on every character except maybe I think it loses hits on T-Hawk. You can use it to go through fireballs, and it's better than like Ruffian, or better than the X Ruffian anyway. Usually use the light one for that. I actually didn't do it in time. Cody recovers pretty fast from his fireball though, so that'll probably work on Ryu. Let's see here. It juggles. I already showed it off like that one time. But there's I was too slow. There are some juggles you can do with it. You can do it like after most of his juggle starters are metered, so it's usually not a big thing. But like you can do trade anti-airs into it, and you can do towards roundhouse into it. There you go. That's
and again, you can use it to beat ultras on wake up and reversal.
Yeah. The weird things it does. It's not a whole lot to say about Super. His meter is usually more used. I see meter usually used defensively for oh, I let that hit me. I'm dumb. So low. I usually see meter used defensively for like EX zonks and stuff, or offensively for EX zonks. Or
Yeah,
I see I see that a lot. I feel like that's the best places to pour your meter if you're a Cody player, is between EX zonk and hard ruffian FADC, and maybe like criminal upper FADC.
That's why I usually choose Ultra 2, honestly, because I know if I choose Ultra 1, I'm going to be saving that meter for the 2-bar FADC into Ultra 1.
And you like to spend, huh?
Yeah, I like to spend. I'm a super risky Cody player.
Yeah, that's fine.
If I know they're going to DP 3 times, I would rather sort of zonk under, you know?
Yeah. No, I understand.
Zonk under so I can get the whole Ultra, and I'll hit the grab if we do it.
Alright, so let's talk about both his Ultras and their various setups. We've been showing off Ultra 1 as a juggle. You need a very short juggle. You can do EX Zonk into it, you can do Hard Ruffian into it, you can do anti-air or even grounded towards roundhouse depending on the character. Anti-air works on everyone, grounded works on some characters. I think Cody's one of them, right? It should work. I know it works on Goken. That's the one I used in my tutorial when I was recording it.
It's very good. So imagine a backdash with that.
Yeah. You can option select with it. It goes far. It didn't used to. Like now it's got a little bit of forward motion. I honestly don't know if that was intended because it was never on the change list. But they kept it in across the various patches, and there are some cool things you can do with that. Unfortunately, you used to never be able to do it too fast after like a hard ruffian, but now if you're really quick, you can actually go under the opponent with it, whereas you didn't used to be able to. But that's not really a huge issue. And then some stylish things you can do with it too. I'm sure you've seen this one. It's a really common one for Cody players. Oh, I dropped it.
Yeah, in the Ultra.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of a cute combo. Bonk.
Yeah, I don't really do it too much, but...
It's bad. It's honestly, if you just do the Ultra by itself, it does more damage.
It's just stylish. It's like, hey, I don't need the damage kind of thing.
Pure style. But realistically, hard roughing FADC is like the main way you land Ultra One. You can use it as an option select because it's got pretty good lateral range. You can do it's actually like it's unlike Ultra 2 is a good option select in theory, but you've got to be very picky about the way you use it. Because if it hits an airborne opponent, it actually falls out, like during the backdash even. And that can be really frustrating, like, because you actually, it's punishable on hit in that context. It'd be kind of cool if they made it so Cody could, like, stop the extra swings.
Yeah, it stinks because if you hit, say, Cammy after she DPs, a lot of times she's airborne. So
awful.
That's the thing. His Ultra 2 is great in a lot of respects, and it's really terrible in others.
It's one of the most...
Projectiles.
I regard it as one of the most buggy moves in the game. Yeah, you have to do it really.
Yeah.
It either
do it like this close.
Yeah, there's the thing about the way it interacts with projectiles.
There's no doing it.
There's two ways it works. One of them is if the opponent is if you do it really late, it gets slowed down by hitting a fireball. That's the thing, is it destroys fireballs with the dust. So if it destroys a fireball, it doesn't hit the opponent as fast as it normally would. And so if you do it really late, as the fireball's right about to hit you, the fireball will just pass through you and you'll get the punish. And if you do it really early, you'll destroy the dust and the dust will still hit the opponent and you'll get the punish. But there's a window in between where you'll destroy the dust, but that'll make it so you'll destroy the fireball with the dust, but that'll make it so the opponent will have time to block. And yeah, that's a one-frame link. That's a really useful setup to Ultra 2 actually, but it's very difficult. Or it's not.
I think it's kind of not practical, but yeah, you can do it.
I feel like it's underutilized, but at the same time, it really sucks if you drop it. It really sucks.
Yeah.
It's the difference between landing an Ultra and getting Ultra'd.
Exactly.
And it is one frame.
Did you block that or no?
What? That was a combo. That was a combo.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah, another one, there's the meaty forward.
Yeah, the late connect towards strong, and the late connect fierce, and late connect strong.
There's the EX rocks.
Yeah, EX rocks is really common. Let's actually show that one off. I'll do like a slow normal. Do like crouch jab, crouch fierce until EX rocks. Hold on, let me block. Sorry, I fucked it up. I traded. Finding this window. The best thing about it is that you can actually I focused. I'm dumb. That was cool. That's a pretty good punish.
Yeah, one thing you want to do against Cody is stand tech.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I keep on hitting it late. Yeah. Yeah, maybe the window. I'm trying to hit like a super slow button. Shit.
It's like super laggy at the same time.
Yeah. There you go. On reaction to that, you can combo an Ultra. Let me have a go. Be ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh shit.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You can do. Does that work? I was too slow. That works.
Yeah,
I was just a question of range. Ultra 2 works really easily. Ultra 1 is a little tighter, but they both work after any EX rocks.
Yeah, what's it called? Ultra 2 is it's more of a Cody who has faith in his counter hits, I guess, and frame traps, in mind games to use because you can land it off a lot of counter hits.
Yeah, so and Ultra 1 is a very general combo tool.
Yeah, I would say it's more the fundamental, whereas Ultra 2 you have to have a decent.
Yeah.
You have to have reactions, and you have to have really deep understanding of his frame traps. So it's like just try and crouch tech this when after the first jab.
Oh shit! After the first jab. Okay. There you go.
Yeah, that was a little.
And then you Ultra 2 on reaction afterwards.
Disconnecting. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like super laggy.
There you go.
Yeah, I can't get it.
It's alright.
Super laggy.
The point is it works, and it's super rewarding. There you go. It blocked.
Yeah.
That was a combo.
But yeah, it'll give you any kind of comeback scenario.
Yeah.
And the thing is, even with this, Cody doesn't have enough, unfortunately, to be like a competitor in tournaments.
I feel like he's on the lower end. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in that sense.
He definitely has matchups where he's strong, but I feel like he's usually split.
I think he has some of the strongest mind games in the game, but the thing is, he lacks consistency in terms of being a competitor kind of character. The thing is, he has a frame trap for pretty much any gap, you know.
Yeah.
So he can beat someone, but the thing is, when you verse Cody, you have to pretty much decide whether or not you're gonna DP or stand tech, you know, or not press any buttons, and that's how you beat Cody. But yeah, those counter hits, they do so much damage and they go into Ultra for free.
Yeah.
The forward medium punch into Ultra, you can literally beat out a character's normal game. So you know they're going to throw a button, you just do it, and you can get a counter hit.
Yeah.
If someone jabs on wake up, forward medium punch, you get the counter hit Ultra. That kind of thing. And most of all, if you know at a range someone presses buttons, right, you just walk up to EX rocks, you'll get it. So.
Let's see here. There's one other thing I want to talk about before we get to his combos. It should be pretty short, hopefully, even though there's quite a lot to it. Back throw. I mean, obviously forward throw gets you like a nice little amount of range, which isn't necessarily good for Cody, and then you can walk in and do something. But back throw, if you hold up forward afterwards, is a 4-frame safe jump. Less relevant now that there's delayed stand, but still really useful. Five frame safe jump. If you do a 4-frame reversal, it'll beat it. So like Gal's flash kick reversal will beat unless he does like an empty jump. But against characters with worse reversal options than that, which is a lot of them, like if you're fighting like a Kami or Sagat or something, you can do a back throw and then do a follow-up jump roundhouse, and it's pretty much impossible for them to stop. And then from that, there's like a depth of option selects you can do in order to catch the various options they have. Here, let me try, or I can just let you. Hata. Yeah, that's a really common one. Here's one I really like, is this. That one. I was actually, I didn't. Let me see here. You can do, yeah, because that gets a really late connect, you can Ultra One after it, like on everyone, even though it's grounded. Let's see here. You can do Medium Ruffian, it's really simple. You can do Ultra One just by itself, here, backdash and wake up. That's a really nice one. Oh shit, I did it, I negative edged it on accident. I did that, I did it at the right time, but then I like released it the wrong time. There you go. That time I did it. Ah, oh, shit. That's not an ultra.
Yeah.
Alright. That was like perfect timing on my part. There you go. I think I got it. So that's a nice little thing. And a lot of people don't expect that, even though they should, because it's been, you know, it's been there since like Super. We didn't talk about the knife at all. I feel like it's worth mentioning. I actually personally like the knife quite a lot. A lot of Codys don't use the knife at all. A lot of Codys pick the knife for certain matchups. I see it against.
As a taunt.
I feel like the knife has 6 unique normals. It changes his rock throw, and you've got new punches. All the punches have juggle potential, but it's not as useful as you want it to be. Basically, it just means you can do like towards roundhouse, crouch fierce. There's not a whole lot to it. You can do a light upper into Stand Fierce and Crouch Fierce. We showed that one off already, and that's pretty strong. Crouch Fierce is actually like his best anti or normal with knife. Does insane damage, has a really good hitbox, very small hurtbox. I actually traded with it. That doesn't make it seem like a really good move. But it is quite reliable. Oh shit. I'd had good
well, you see,
I'd had good success with it.
So well, that's the thing. If my leg hits where your head is, it's just because spacing. If my leg can hit where your head is, this is the wrong area to.
I see. So it's like a closer or even farther out.
You want to be farther. You want to be okay. For jumps.
I still traded with it.
It's really how heavy is freaking heavy kick. It drops like an anchor over boxes. Anyway, yeah, there's a normal for every kind of footsie situation. So like normally you would assume that Stand Fierce is the furthest reaching, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't have much of a lower box. So a lot of times when you hit Crouch Medium Punch with it, funny enough, you wouldn't think so, but it actually beats out a lot of normals. Crouch Medium Punch with.
I've seen it.
With knife. And then you want to use Stand Medium Punch a lot to destroy the focus.
Yeah, it's good chip damage. It's very easy to, I would say it's easy. It's listed as 1 frame, but I hit it more often than 1 frame combos that I normally do. But you can combo it from stand jab, and you can actually combo out of it into jabs or shorts.
Nice.
So you can do stuff like that and actually get whole combos going. And again, that's safe on block and actually does chip damage. His knife normals all do chip damage. But yeah, I've noticed his crouch strong counter hits really well. Like it crushes lows pretty well. That's one thing it does that no other Cody normal does that well. Like if you're doing like do low short on me. Shit. Let me get out of range. It interacts really favorably with a lot of lows, just like outright beats. I've noticed that with like yeah, only Cody can beat Cody. It's like diamonds cutting diamond or something. Stand Strong is really good for the range it goes. It almost always gets both hits unless it's hitting a poke. The hits are very close together, and you need a very max range connect. And it does like 80 damage, which is pretty rewarding. And again, if you ever actually connect one, you can do something like something like that. Oh, and his crouch jab with knife is 3 frames. A lot of people don't know that. So you can do like towards fierce into crouch jab with knife, and that actually gets bigger follow-ups than. Oh shit, I can't do it though. That gets bigger follow-ups than his other stuff. It's too hard for me. Oh shit, I got hit crouching.
Damn, that is hard in this connection. That's bad.
Oh, that was it. Yeah. And then from that you can do some funny stuff. I should like a joke combo off, but it's kind of badass looking, as you can do crouch. Oh shit, I nearly got it. You can do crouch jab, stand strong, and the first hit of stand strong actually super cancels. So you can do like a super there. It looks stupid as hell, but it does.
Any far normals too?
Yeah.
Like say you're versing Chun and she's using Fierce, or Akuma and stand Roundhouse. You can actually hit them with crouch Fierce with the knife. So
yeah.
1 sec.
And it does 120 damage too. It's very rewarding.
Well, I was gonna say you could do it. I've done it from mid screen, actually, right into Ultra 2.
Oh yeah, that works.
So,
if you get a counter hit,
yeah.
you don't even need to be point blank. You can just get a comfortable link into Ultra.
Yeah, so I had somebody. I think it was a Chun Fierce, or no, it was a Kuma stand Roundhouse, and I hit him from like this far away. It was stupid.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, into Ultra 2.
And there's some combos with knife that are it combos naturally into Ultra 2 as well, but it's 1 frame. And it also super cancels, which also means it red focus cancels, and you can do some shenanigans with that. I dropped it. Combos into itself. It's 7 frames. It's +7, 7 frame startup, I think.
A lot of damage. Too.
Yeah, it does. That ends up doing a lot of damage for that little string. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like point blank from all characters. But that's like a.
The funny thing is,
that's like a pretty powerful combo. We're on Ultra Double, and I've already done 510. I haven't even got the last hit yet.
well, what's funny is this is I think the knife and all the juggles is pretty much where, well, the juggles, the knife, and all the counter hits.
Yeah.
That's where Cody sort of gets stupid damage.
Yeah.
What I mean stupid damage is if you verse anyone and they don't verse Cody long enough, they will always think he's broken. If you do things like this.
Yeah,
so.
But the practicality of having knife and being able to keep it, the practicality of getting your big damage combos is unfortunately not what you would want it to be. Oh, jump fierce with knife is pretty good too. I didn't mention that.
I find the biggest thing with knife, my biggest problem is getting trades.
Yeah.
That's the biggest pain in the ass, and you can use the knife and I'll have a lot of mileage, you know? Like I can shut down a Dudley or anything like that, or Makoto. But the problem with that is when I get it 1 trade, it's just kind of over all my momentum. So.
It's too easy to lose the knife. I feel like it should just be like keep it until you taunt. That's the way I would do it.
Yeah, keep it, taunt. I've had Seth's Ultra 1 because of it, so that's something.
Like that's just awful that you can take a throw and lose it. Like focus, all right, whatever, but like throws,
yeah,
that's a shame.
Honestly, it's the focus for me.
Oh, you don't like the focus as much. I feel like both of those are terrible. Don't get me wrong. You shouldn't be able to lose a knife just like that. Drop of the hat. Vega doesn't have to deal with that shit. Vega keeps the shit for like 11 hits or something. All right, combos really fast. Let's not make it super difficult for the people trying to learn Cody. In terms of punish combos, really basic. You would do stand fierce or crouch fierce into hard criminal upper. Very short, very easy. If you wanted to increase your damage, if you wanted to use meter, actually let's not talk about using meter yet. If you wanted to increase your damage with links, you'd probably do stand fierce, crouch strong, which is not super difficult and does quite a lot of damage.
That's a harder one. Yeah.
And if you can do stand strong, crouch fierce, and that's
1 frame.
Yeah, 1 frame, but quite rewarding. And then if you wanted to burn bar and increase damage, Cody has kind of a hard time with that. His meter doesn't necessarily translate to more damage on a grounded opponent. I guess you could start with the X rocks, but you wouldn't necessarily have time to do that in a punish scenario, in every punish scenario. You could do like
just full punish or dizzy.
Yeah, you could do like a ruffian FADC, but unless you have Ultra 1, that's usually not the greatest thing in the world. It takes a lot of meter to do like a decent amount of damage, but it takes a lot of meter. And if you don't have if you don't have the Ultra 1 to burn and you don't want to burn the 3 bars, it doesn't actually add that much. It's kind of a shame.
Yeah, most of the time you want to go into crack, kick into EX upper. So
yeah, but then 3 bars. You get good momentum after it. Other punish combos. I guess after no, let's just talk about confirms. If you're doing like obviously you've got like jabs. You can do like jab, 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 short, criminal upper. Really basic, really easy. You can do jab, jab, short, medium ruffian. You can do jab, jab, short. You know, a couple things. If you're playing like you've got a lot of confirm options with Cody because a lot of his attacks count as confirms. Like towards strong is technically a confirm. Staying strong is technically a confirm. You can react to the fact that it's working and then do a full combo. So if you're doing like a towards strong, maybe your confirm combo would be something like that. Jab, jab, short, criminal upper. What else? Let me think here. What are some Cody combos you would say? Like not even necessarily juggles, but what are some super important ones?
I'd say Cody combos, just the general ones you want to do, is jab, jab, light.
Yeah.
People like to stand, people like to press buttons, and that's a really tight link. A big one to do on people's wake up, by the way, this is a 2-frame gap.
Yeah.
So, I mean, anybody mashing jab, anybody mashing crouch tech will get hit by this. Light kick right after.
Yeah, that's really good. It's very easy to counter hit someone.
Really good. It'll beat anyone who stand techs after the.
Yeah. And it's a combo anyway if you're doing it in that window. So even if it works, you'll just be able to react to the fact that it worked.
With the frame trap. So that's the most basic one you want to do in spam on people
Yeah.
who don't know anything about Cody. A big thing to take note of too: jab, jab, light kick, jab, jab, medium punch. This is just a basic combo. I would say just combo with that. Frame trap into upper, but I would take the risk and do medium upper. And the reason being is if you miss that light, you know, and it doesn't connect, that's when you're punished.
Yeah.
You know? So I would do medium upper a lot of the time.
Is that it? Is that? I'm trying to think of things that we really missed out with Cody, but I feel like this has been decently comprehensive.
Just the basic meta. I think the biggest thing people fail on, I told a Cody that was having trouble, and this is how I leveled up. Whenever you fight anyone, doesn't matter who, you know, and you knock them down, block.
Yeah, observe.
And, jab, jab, block.
Super important. People tend to look at Cody and see a big walking frame trap, and they tend to think frame trap loses to reversals, and it's really very low risk for Cody to start baiting.
Well, the biggest thing for me I'm talking about isn't just about reversals. So you jab, jab, they think you're going to grab. They tell you, I'm going to stand tech.
Yeah.
Or you jab, jab, they crouch tech.
People have...
That's where you know.
That's actually really important, yeah, is people have tells that they don't realize are tells. They might do the same thing every time without realizing they're doing the same time, or they might do the same thing every time without realizing they told you that they do it.
Exactly. Or yeah, and that's the basic meta behind Cody, right? So it's like, okay, and then you have jab jab or jab light kick, you know, and they don't press a button after the jab, you know.
Yeah.
But you see them tech each time. It's like, okay, they're reacting to me wanting to tech, right? It's like, you know, they stand tech, but you can't seem to punish them. Well, it's like they tend to tech after 2 or 3 buttons, you know. These are the things you learn. So I would say the biggest thing you want to learn is whether or not they stand tech or crouch tech. If they stand tech, you know you can zonk whenever you want. You know, pretty much EX zonk, and you're probably going to win because of it. So on their wake up, EX zonk. If they DP, whatever, you get the punish anyway.
Yeah.
You know? And if they crouch tech, that's where you know.
You got to do like the normal frame traps.
Frame traps. You get your frame traps. And if they do a tight one, they'll always get hit by medium punch.
Yeah.
If they do a long one, they'll always get hit by, if they do a late tech, they'll always get hit by crouch fierce. Those are the things to keep in mind. Just grab them, start it all over again. You know?
Yeah.
And I would say just block, too. That's a big thing. Cody don't block enough for people to wake up.
You've got, yeah. There's no price there. I love that combo. It's really cool looking. I think that's it. Yeah. Ooh.
Dang.
Pretty.
It's hard to do on this connection.
Yeah.
Still doable.
I guess that's it. Thanks for coming in, helping me out. It's been super chill. It's been nice to have someone providing feedback. Most of these videos are just me talking by myself, so it's nice to have like a sounding board. And I've been the sounding board because you've been dropping like more information than I have. I think we came out with something pretty good. I'm sure that my fans will appreciate it. I'll plug you in the video.
Cool.
And if you have like a Twitter, like a YouTube or anything, you know, I'll be happy to put it up.
YouTube and Twitch, so
all right, cool.
Doable.
I guess that's it. Thanks for helping me out. I'm probably gonna go to bed pretty soon, or maybe I might training mode it up in Mortal Kombat X right now actually.
Yeah. You don't want to play quick set, just 2?
Okay, we'll play.